Hey guys, there is one very important question in front of me that on 31st March 2018 the balances in the capital accounts of Abir, Bobby and Vineet after making adjustment for profits and drawings were 8 lakh, 6 lakh and 4 lakh respectively. Now these balances of capital are given to me. These are the closing capitals. First of all, these are given on 31st March. Secondly, question is also mentioning that these were taken after making adjustments for profits and drawings. So this is my closing capital given to me in the question, right? Subsequently, it was discovered that interest on capital and interest on drawings had been omitted. They totally forget to charge interest on drawings and provide interest on capital for taking these balances of capital accounts. So, the question is asking me to pass an adjustment entry for the same. As per the question, the interest on capital was provided 10%, but the interest on drawing was chargeable at the rate 6% per annum. The drawings were also given to us. A Abir's drawing is 20,000 at the end of each month. Now, 20,000 at the end of each month, that how much is the drawings of a Abir? They were 20,000 into 12, right? What is the drawing amount for the Abir? That is 20,000 into 12. What is the drawing amount for Bobby? 50,000 at the beginning of every half year. Half year means when you split your 12 months into the half years, right? When you split your 12 months into the half, two parts you are taking, so one part would be of 6 month each, right? So how many parts we got here? That is two parts. So Bobby in the total withdrawal is 50,000. Sorry, 50,000 into 2, that is 1 lakh rupees. So Bobby's drawings are 1 lakh. Vineet has withdrawn 1 lakh at 31st October. That means his total withdrawal is of rupees 1 lakh. The net profit is given to us 1 lakh 50,000 and profit sharing ratio is 2 to 1. We need to pass adjustment entry. For passing the adjustment entry, first of all, to recall you, for doing the question of the closing capital, we need to find out opening capital for providing interest on capital, right? To calculate the opening capital, I have told you in the initial videos also that you have to keep in mind for the balance sheet we used to do opening capital plus net profit minus drawings is your closing capital, right? So if we have to follow for opening capital, the formula become closing capital plus drawing minus net profit is equals to opening capital. Okay, so this formula we have employed over here. Now, Abir, Bobby, and Vineet were the partner. Closing capitals were given to us 8 lakh, 6 lakh, 4 lakh. The profit was in total given to us rupees 1 lakh 50,000, which he said they were taking in which ratio? 2 to 1. So 1 lakh 50,000 total here is 5. 1 lakh 50,000 divided by 5, we got 30,000. Now 30,000 into 2 is 60,000. 30,000 into 2 is 60,000. 30,000 into 1 is 30,000. So what was the profit for them was here 60, 60 and 30. Now this profit is to be deducted. Drawings I have calculated for you. Here he got 20,000 into 12. Here he got 50,000 into 2. And here it was given to us 1 lakh. So what are the capitals at the beginning? 9 lakh 80,000, 6 lakh 40,000 and 4 lakh 70,000. Now interest on capital was 10% per annum, right? So interest on capital we got 90, 8,000, 64,000 and 47,000. But you know that in the question we were given profit of just 1 lakh 50,000, right? So for 1 lakh 50,000, this 98,000 IOC, 64,000 IOC, 47,000 IOC is impossible to be given. So first of all, we identified from here that this question is of claim ratio where the profits are insufficient. Then we give the partners the profits in the claim ratio. What is the claim ratio here? 98 is to 64 is to 47. 98 is to 64 is to 47, we have to distribute these profits. But you have to keep in mind, and the question it was given to us, not only IOC but they also forget to charge IOD. So we will calculate interest on drawings. For calculating interest on drawings, it was given to us Abir has withdrawn 20,000 per month into 12 at the rate 6%. Okay, and it was withdrawn at the end of each month. Now at the end of each month means when the first month April would be there, he would have withdrawn at the end of April, right? April is finished, so how many months he gonna make use of the money is 11. When March would end, that is the last month would end, then no month is left to make use of the money. March end means year end, so no month is left. So now what you have to do, 11 plus 0 divided by 2. 11 plus 0 divided by 2, we got 5.5. So we will take the months 5.5 upon 12. So this interest on drawing is 6600. Now here Bobby. Bobby has withdrawn at the beginning of each half year. Now 50,000 into 2, because we split a year into the two parts for 6 months, right? Half year. Now for the half year, keep first half year at the beginning when he has withdrawn. At the beginning, that means April, when he is withdrawing rupees 50,000, how many months were left? 12. Then second half year would start on 1st of October, right? So for 1st of October when he is withdrawing, that means he would make use of the money for next 6 months, right? Then he has not withdrawn, so here it ended. He has withdrawn two times, first at the full year beginning start, and then the half year at the beginning. So 12 plus 6 divided by 2, what is the average here we have to make use of? That is 9. So we will use 9 by 12. So 50,000 into 2, 9 by 12, 6%, 4,500 rupees. Then for here case of year, when Vineet has withdrawn 1 lakh rupees on 31st of October, this is a particular date given to you. In the case of the date, you will count the leftover months. How many months were left? There were 5. So that is your November, December, Jan, Feb and March, right? So 5 divided by 12 for the given rate 6%. What is IOD here? 25. So we got IOD 6600, 4500 and 2500. So for the profit which was given to us that they took to their home 1,50,000, now is to be added for IOD. We got a total profit to be shared among the partners in their claim ratio, which was 98, 64 and 47 here. So this total profit, this 1,636,000 is divided 98, 64, 47. We got the values in the point here. We rounded off this value also, this value as also, and this was as it is, right? For 1 was added to them. So you know how to divide, I suppose. One here 16,3600 was divided 98 upon the total here is 209. Then into 64 upon 209, then into 47 upon 209, we got these values. Now for the adjustment table, what is to be given to them? They are providable 76,712 IOC, 5,098 IOC, and 36,790 rupees is the IOC, which should be credited to their capital accounts, right? You have to keep in mind we are thinking from capital points point of view. So IOC should be given a credit. Now, in capital account, IOD is deducted, so that's why I have deducted here. That is put on the debit side, so I have deducted it here. How much was the IOD? 6,600, 4,500, 2,500, right? So after deducting them, I got a credit balance which should be in their account, that is 70,112, 45,598 and 34,220. Instead of doing this, what he has done, the total 1,50,000 profit they took to their home in 2 to 1 ratio. In their profit sharing ratio, they did it wrong, so we have to take it back. So we put it on the debit side of the here in adjustment table, because these are to be debited in your capital accounts, right? What is done wrong is to be debited in their capital accounts. So the difference of credit and debit is put over here, which is termed with the word net effect from your adjustment table. So what is net effect here? First figure, credit minus debit, we got a credit balance. Credit is less, debit is more, we got a debit balance. Then credit is more, debit is less, we got a credit balance. So these are the balances which we got. Now for from this we got that this Bobby is to be debited, because it is not a question of fixed capital. So Bobby's capital account debit for how much value? That is 14,402 here, right? So then to Abir's capital was 10,112, and for the case of your Vineet's capital, that is 4,290. Now you have to make a total over here. It should match with your debit and credit. If they are matching, that means you have passed the correct entry. So it is adjustment entry passed, right? Narration would be adjustment entry passed. So here this fundamentals important question regarding in which you find the case of calculation of your opening capital also, adjustment entry was also there, and the profits were insufficient, so the profits has to go into their claim ratio. For calculating the claim ratio, we took IOC, not IOD, because IOD is to be added in P&L appropriation, so this is not considered. What was the claim here? That was to be taken for your IOC only. Okay, thank you. Accountitude, keep scoring. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye bye.